Today we're giving our final design proposal presentations for our urban connector that connects Kangaroo Point to the CBD or the Botanic Gardens in Brisbane.
I think it's a tremendously useful idea for students to actually be engaged in a project that is real and has a potential to be real. They can see in the future what's going to be constructed versus their own ideas. They'll be able to actually look back on and reflect on their own work and say, well, this is actually built in this particular manner. If I'd looked at my project again, would I have done it in a different way to have a different result? It's almost like a real world ground truthing of their own project in many ways.
So we actually had a lecture not that long back where we saw the actual proposal. That alone really opened my eyes to the landings in particular, like how people would actually access instead of, a lot of people focus on the bridge itself and being on it, but actually getting to it was a real eye-opener.
I wanted to draw inspiration from the Botanic Gardens through incorporation of the greenery, and then my dome and the fact that it's a butterfly house also links back to the origins of a botanical garden and the purposes both for botany and for entomology.
We've got the Brisbane emblem. The emblem itself is a symbol called the caduceus, and that symbol represents peace, commerce and tranquility. Having these walkways, these different unique experiences that represented peace and tranquility and just that escape from the city.
The Brisbane River kind of weaves in and out through the city, and so you have all these green spaces that connect the urban spaces. So I want to incorporate that through my design. So we have garden platforms raised up above and below that kind of interweave through the main flat path. The flat path kind of represents the urban space, and then your green garden platforms are your natural green spaces. Every tutor and every architect has their own thoughts on things, so having that additional perspective and point of view, how things could be improved and how things could work, and so it's definitely very helpful and insightful in that way.
I was really impressed with the quality of the ideas. I think there's a lot of difference between individual students' ability to articulate those ideas graphically and verbally, but across the board everyone had really strong ideas and they had different ways of expressing it. So I think the takeaway is that technology can be really important in how you communicate, but just as important is how the students express their own ideas. If you have a great idea, ground it in reality, make it really an experience that's real and can be constructed and can be used.
Griffith is really motivated to driving you to do new things, from all the presentations that we have to do to, the group work, to be able to do something so different, so unique. The progression to just, from a small little house to this massive project has gained so much knowledge.